Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 131 of the Still Spinning Podcast. My name is Nicole. I am joined by Dan, as always. I came across some old early spin stuff, like some memories came up on Facebook and things like that of when we did the snow, when it was so cold that you throw the water up. And it happened to be on a day when it was also so cold here that we could have done it again. I just thought that timing was pretty funny.
You know, we did so much stuff before everybody else did it.
We really did.
Like we were like way ahead. Like we talked about this. We had the first blog. Nobody had a blog when we were doing it.
We talked about like putting a camera in the studio. We asked if we could do that well before anybody else was even thinking of doing that.
Yep. So like, anyway, but so now everybody goes in when it's cold outside, they go throw the stuff in the air. But I don't remember many people doing that before us.
No, I don't think so. We also when we got canceled, you and I did some video stuff afterwards and had a YouTube channel. And I don't think a lot of people at the time were doing that.
We got canceled. That's cute. I like that.
We did get canceled.
Well, we got fired. So I guess that's the same thing.
I mean, our show got canceled. Isn't that right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And
it's not like they took new people and
right. Yes.
and did the early spin.
Right. Yeah, so I guess that was. I mean, I like to just say our contracts were not extended. It sounds it sounds better, but it's all the same thing.
I think they missed out.
Yeah, we probably weren't the right fit for that station in the way we would have been a good fit for another station for like a more fun talk station. But that station it's a very political station and very, I mean, super off the wall, crazy, and that's fine. You know, they do well. They're good for them. They were like one of the top radio stations in the entire country. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
In the entire country, they had like some of the highest ratings.
That surprises me.
It's pretty crazy. But like, anyway, we would have been a good fit somewhere else. We still could be. Yeah. Listen, if you're listening to this and you would like to hire, I don't know if we can call ourselves the early. I don't know legally what we have there, but we can do a show. Nicole and I could do a show.
We are the show, Dan. It doesn't matter what we're called.
True. And I just don't know that anybody can afford it anymore. And I don't mean that in like, we're so expensive, right? I just mean that like, I literally don't know if a radio station can afford to hire two people to do one show anymore.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know of a station that can do that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
if you're out there, if you're the unicorn, give us a call.
Yeah.
Shoot us an email.
So first of all, we need to apologize since we did not record it live. We didn't do the live recording this week. So this is just the regular old podcast drop. I have to tell you, I am shocked that Northwest Ohio does not own a snowplow.
I'm not. Ohio. Ugh.
So I did a show and I knew going into the show, even before I left, because I called them before I left and said, hey, what do you guys want to do? Because they're saying Saturday night, because originally that big snowmageddon and ice storm and stuff, that was supposed to stay south. Well, over the week, the trend started moving north and started getting into Ohio and then into where I was in Ohio. I was in Defiance, Ohio, which is in the northwest corner. And I called them before I left. I said, hey, what do you guys want to do? If you want to move this a couple of weeks, I'm like, I have another date in February open. I said, we'll do that. And I won't even charge, because technically if the show gets canceled, you still got to pay me. Right.
Right.
So, and I'm like, if you guys want to do that, that's fine. But you got to tell me before, because if I'm already there, if I leave to come there, then it's on. Then there's nothing we could do about it. And then, and they said, well, nope, it was for a Catholic group. And you're like, nope, the board wants to go forward. And I'm like, you sure? Yep. I even called them that morning before I left. I said, this is your last chance. I'm about to leave. There's no going back, after 10 o'clock this morning. And they're like, and she's like, well, now the lady I was talking to, she kind of didn't want to do it. She thought people weren't going to come out and everything. But anyway, they said, yes, let's do it. We got there, we do it. I went to Myers and I bought a bunch of groceries because I'm like, I think I'm going to be stuck here on Sunday. If I am, if I'm not, great. I'll just get rid of these groceries. If I am, now I have something to eat on Sunday. Well,
Yeah.
so anyway, so it came down Saturday night. Just as we started doing the thing is when it started snowing. Everybody showed up. It was a great show, good turnout.
Oh, that's good.
They already want to book me for next year. I mean, it went really, really, really well. But Saturday night, by the time I got home, I'm driving this car and I'm leaving Marco's Pizza parking lot. You ever had a Marco's Pizza?
Ah, boy. I'm familiar with it, but I'm not sure if I've ever had one.
Yeah. Well, it was my first one. It was fine.
How was it?
It was okay. I mean,
Yeah, as I recall, it's kind of like a frozen pizza.
yeah. I mean, it's a little better. It kind of
Yeah.
reminds you of like a Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah,
You know the way
okay.
without
Yeah,
the
that doesn't
awesome
surprise
crazy
me.
bread.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Oh, the crazy
so
bread.
I'm driving. So there's so much snow on the ground and it's not being plowed. And so I leave the Marco's Pizza parking lot and I got to turn left, but I got to go across the road to turn left. And so I pull out of the parking lot and I didn't realize there's a median. So I'm just driving all of a sudden because I couldn't see it because everything was covered in snow. So I'm just driving.
You're driving.
And I hit this thing and I'm up on the median. I'm like, oh shit. So I gas it a little bit and the car kind of skirches its way across. And
Wait, is this your car or a rental?
No, it's a rental.
Yeah, baby.
With damage waiver. And so I get into the other lane and I'm driving like, Jesus, what just happened right there? Like, did I just... I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be a rough drive home if I go.
Mm-hmm.
So I wake up Sunday morning and I go up to the front desk of the hotel and she's like, yeah, you can't go anywhere. And I was going back and forth. I'm like, I'm trying to wait to see if I can maybe get out of here. She's like, yeah, but you can't leave. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, no, legally, you can't be on the road right now. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, go on Facebook, look at our sheriff's department. And they said they're in a level 3 storm emergency, which means if you're on the road, you can be arrested.
That is insane to me.
And I'm like, hey,
absolutely insane.
I even got on Facebook. I'm like, I'm from Wisconsin. Can I get a waiver on this? Because I got it. I know how to drive in this stuff.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I think that means the plows weren't going out either or something because it was just terrible. Like all the no restaurants were open. And side note to all this, the church people called me and they're like, are you stuck in town? And I'm like, yeah, just like, oh, she goes, we're going to bring you some food. I'm like, it's quite all right. And I said, she goes like, no, she's like, well, no, you got to eat something. I said, hey, I went to Myers and I got peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables and pizza rolls. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you can't eat that. That will bring you some. I'm like, well, what do you think I'd eat at home? Like that's...
She doesn't know you, Dan.
Right. I'm like, what are you talking about?
This is a gourmet meal for me.
This is great. I love this stuff. This is fantastic for me. But anyway, they were so nice and they were trying to, and so anyway, so I Monday morning, I leave. I wait till 8:00 in the morning and they had not done I'm on the highway interstate and it is terrible. It's like they didn't even plow it. And I don't know how that's possible. 10 or 11 hours. Now, if I'm in Southern Ohio, right? If I'm in or Kentucky, I can see where maybe, all right, yeah, you guys are a little, but this is Northern Ohio. It's got to snow here. This can't be like an unusual thing for them. I mean, it's a lot of snow, but it can't be. It's like they have snow there right off the Great Lakes. They have snow here where I am. And then Northern Indiana, same thing. They didn't do jack squat. The roads were terrible till I got on the interstate near like Valparaiso, and then the roads were fine. Then it wasn't like anything happened. But man, it was just so terrible, and they were so unprepared.
Yeah, I'm always very surprised by that. Not when you're talking Texas. Yeah, Texas does not know how to deal with snow because they don't have to. Well, traditionally.
Right. They did this week, but yes.
Well, yeah. I think almost everybody had to deal with snow this week. But Ohio, Northern Ohio,
right.
You're in I don't know if it's technically the Midwest or if that's the Northeast, but whatever. You need to know how to do the snow. Dan called me on Monday and he's like, I'm not going to be back in time. Like, this is ridiculous. They haven't done anything. And I have been on those roads where you're just like, it hasn't snowed for literally 10 hours.
It was. Yeah, exactly.
Where are you?
Yes.
Snowplow guys.
See, now this is the problem when you live in Wisconsin because an hour after a snowstorm in Wisconsin,
it's clear.
Usually it's okay enough to drive. And then 3 hours after, it's like it never happened. So we're really good at it in Wisconsin. And I would have just thought right off the bottom of the Great Lakes there and everything, like you guys get snow. This isn't this isn't. It was just so terrible.
Ugh.
And then yeah, Northern Indiana kind of shocked me too. And the worst part was, and then there were some times where you're just driving and you like, okay, red light coming, and you go to tap the brakes and you feel your car start sliding. You're like, what? I'm not
Ugh.
going that fast. Like, wait a minute, hold on a second. And then as you're sitting there, you're looking at like a semi truck behind you coming up to
Ugh.
the red light. I saw one semi truck. I mean, I saw the back end of a semi truck kind of come out sideways,
Yeah.
just because the roads were so terrible. And
Starting to jackknife.
yeah, and there were so many cars in the ditch.
It's just
It
terrifying.
looked like that road to Kuwait City. Remember that after the Gulf War when they had all those
Just
cars
cars
just
everywhere.
all over the side of the road? It's what it looked like. It was bad.
Yeah, or in 2011 here in Chicago, there was a huge
I was
snowstorm.
working on the radio that night.
Yeah, and everyone just Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah.
They just literally abandoned their cars because it was just stopped. So they just got out.
One of our reporters called me that night. He was actually on Lakeshore Drive and he was trying to get in. And he's like, I can't, we don't know what we can do. And so we're on the air talking about it. And then the city apparently calls in and just told everybody, hey, listen, we're not going to get there. It's not a bad idea to just go find a shelter, leave your car there. So that was announced while I was on the air. It was telling people, no, just you got to leave.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad. And then he was sending me pictures. This is very early in the picture phone, era. And he was sending me pictures of his car. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, where'd this come from? And how did this happen? Like it was encased in snow. Like
yeah.
He's just driving. And then all of a sudden within his car, he has to stop. And then within about a half hour of being stopped in traffic, the car is like half covered in snow.
Yeah, it was really an insane snowstorm, but they knew that one was coming because I worked for a financial institution at the time. The day before they came around and they said, we will be open tomorrow. You are expected to be here. We will get you a hotel room downtown so you can just walk to work if you want. But I had a dog.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't. I had to. So I got up very early. I couldn't even put him on a leash. I just had to let him bound through the snow. And this is on the street.
Right.
And my car was pretty much, it sat there for a while. It sat there for a while. What a time. Ohio is just, I'm sorry. I dislike Ohio a lot. I got trapped in Ohio for 5 days once.
For 5 days?
Because the car broke down. Yeah, because the car broke down.
Well, you can't hardly blame that on Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I can. On the Toledo Turnpike at 5 o'clock on a Friday. And it was during some soccer competition was in town. So there was literally one hotel room. And I was with my boyfriend at the time and his dad. One hotel room, one king size bed.
That's comfortable.
Yeah, 5 days. It was a long 5 days.
5 days.
Because the transmission had gone out. So it took them that long to get the parts and get the car fixed. We were on our way to a wedding, which we never made, obviously, because we were stuck. I mean, my older self would have been like, okay, I'm leaving and I'll come back and get the car. But, when you're young, you don't know. You're dumb.
That's one of those things where, probably if I were younger, I might have actually tried to leave Saturday night and tried to drive in the snow. But I think just as I'm older now, I'm like, you know what? It's an extra day. It's a day. I can sit in a hotel room for a day. I can get on the computer. I can watch TV. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll go home on Monday. I'm happy that I can, afford to do that, right? Because there were probably times in my life where I'm like, oh no, wait, how am I going to come up with another $150 for a stupid hotel room, and then I got to pay to get? And I'm like, you know what? It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
It kind of stinks. Not a lot to do in Defiance, Ohio, and didn't matter because I could have been in downtown Chicago. I couldn't go anywhere, so it didn't matter.
Well, you would have gotten arrested.
Right.
That's still insane to me. That is absolutely insane to me. Plus, you would not have wanted. I had a show and then a birthday party Saturday night, and we came home around midnight, and the roads were terrible.
Yeah, because you had the lake effect snow there too. Yeah.
We got 9 inches of snow between Saturday night and Sunday. I also saw a lot of stories about exploding trees. Did you see this,
Yes.
Dan?
Yeah.
So apparently across Minnesota, Iowa, and South Dakota, they were issuing these warnings because the Arctic blast that swept across those states was cold enough to trigger an unusual and starting phenomenon, exploding trees.
Okay, so this is one of these social media things.
Well, I don't know. This is on a
Yeah, no, they
well, it's a
put it
radio
out
station, you said.
intentionally, and they put out like even like I saw somebody create the map, like with the little
Yeah.
red area, exploding tree area. So yes and no. It's true. Yes, sometimes what happens, so you've got sap inside the trees and the
And
moisture
yep.
freezes, and just like it would, just like think of like a soda can, right? At some point that freezes and expands. It doesn't explode like the tree is gone, like you think explosion. Well,
Can
right?
you
Like
imagine?
that's what they were kind of like, exploding trees, and so you're like, oh no, walk through the woods, it's dangerous. No, but what happens is the tree will, just like a soda can, it will crack, and if you're around it, you can hear it happen. Apparently, you can.
Oh, I'm
It's like a
sure. Like when a
gunshot.
tree gets when a tree gets struck by lightning,
Yeah.
it makes a huge
Well,
crack.
yeah, that's the lightning doing that. But
Oh,
yeah,
is
that's
it?
what it looks like. Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Exactly. But that's what it looks like. But the noise apparently is like a quick little, like a firecracker, or like a bullet. You hear
Yeah.
and so that's the exploding tree, but it's not like, I had all these people like, what is it? Like, no, you can walk in the woods. It's fine. You're not going to have like tree. It's not like getting hit by a grenade and the tree's just going to explode. But that would
That's
be
so funny
cool.
because I guess in my mind I never expected that it would literally explode.
Yeah.
I just kind of envisioned it just be like a and
Yeah,
yeah.
just like what you said. It looks like it got hit by lightning. There's just a crack down the middle of the tree because just like a soda can, the moisture inside the tree got too cold and it expanded and cracked. That's what
Yeah.
happened. So,
It's also known as frost cracking
yeah.
or cryoseismic booming.
Oh, I've never heard that. I've heard of a frost crack before,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's what this article says.
cryoseismic booming.
Yes, cryoseismic booming typically happens when temperatures drop below -20, especially after it's been more mild.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because
Yeah.
the moisture inside the tree is nice and
Moist.
moist, I guess, for lack of a better term. Wait,
Are you one of
that's
those people
terrible.
that hates the
Yeah,
word
I
moist?
don't like it. Anyway, so yeah,
Moist.
so then it just quickly freezes,
Mhm.
and that's exactly what happens. So
Yep. So there you go, seismic booming. I didn't see any stories of it actually happening, but I saw a lot of warnings.
yeah, stupid.
Safe from
Social
tree
media.
explosions.
All
Mark
right.
yourself safe.
So the Sun newspaper, you're familiar with?
Oh, yes.
They did a study, queried
Okay.
more than 6,500 people who admitted to having affairs.
Oh, damn.
Yep. So what they were trying to do, and I don't know if this was the whole point of the study or this was just a side note, a side piece, if you will, of the study.
Heyo.
I don't know if that's what it was, but it was asking what their favorite kind of music was. So they were determining what kind of music, if your favorite music can indicate whether you're more likely to cheat. Like who are the cheaters? What kind of music do they listen to? Is what they were trying to figure out.
How interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there are the top 12.
Music styles
Yep.
or music genres?
What would you think would be number
12?
one? I got
Oh.
two right off the top of my head that I would think would be number one.
I would think like power ballads, like 70s rock, I guess,
Okay.
in my head would
All right.
be a cheater. Or maybe punk, just because, it'd be like buck the system kind of thing.
Yeah. So mine, for kind of those two reasons, for those
Mhm.
reasons, mine would be heavy metal music
Okay.
and rap music.
Interesting.
Those would, so in my brain, that would be like, okay, so, because again, for the same reason, it's like
Anti-establishment.
anti-establishment,
Yeah.
blah, blah. As it turns out, now, unless the people are just lying, which they might be, because they might be like, screw it, I'm not answering. Who's this going to?
I don't know why anyone would answer this survey anyway.
I'm not helping out the man.
Right?
I'm not giving it.
Good point.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so the least likely to cheat is heavy metal.
Really?
Yep. Rap comes in at number 5. So that's high, with 9% of the people, rap fans, admitting to this.
Okay.
Country is at 12%.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me, actually.
Now, like your rock and roll is at 5, so that's number 9. Indie music is number 3. That's just because you can't find anybody to cheat with.
Daniel.
Let's see.
What's number 2?
Blues. Okay, number 2. Believe this or not. Now, in a way, I can believe it. because if you think about it, salsa music.
Oh, sure. They get all revved up
Yeah.
during the dance.
And the number one group who is apparently just boning anything that moves,
Gross.
jazz music.
Jazz music?
Jazz music. 19%.
19?
19%. Yeah.
Oh my God. That seems like a really high number. That's very surprising.
You know, is anything though more sexy than a little Kenny G on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can think of a lot of things more sexy than Kenny G on the
Not
sax.
Kenny G himself. I mean, like the saxophone.
No,
like
all of it. Him, the music, the blowing. No. None of it.
Yeah. So
all right.
that's one of those things where, like, I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have
No.
put heavy metal right up there at the top, and then the answer to that is nope. Now again, this is what who knows if this is
right.
true or
How
not.
scientific this is. I mean, it is interesting to think about, though, that maybe the heavy metal people are just older now, and they're like, I don't have the energy to cheat.
Could be.
I don't know. Is metal still popular? I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, right. There's still some.
I mean, are there new metal bands? I guess in my mind, it's just Metallica. You know, when I hear heavy metal, I'm just like, oh, Metallica.
Well, I wouldn't like. Well, I was gonna say they're not a new. I was gonna say Nine Inch Nails. Well, you know, let's
No,
not even.
I don't think Nine Inch Nails is indie. I think,
and they're not even anywhere near new. The problem is I don't know any new bands, and so I don't want to go down this road because it's going to expose how little I actually know about music these days. Used to be like it's seriously like the Grammys. Everybody's talking about, hey, the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny is performing. I'm like, I don't know what bad is that. I don't even know if that's a male or a female or if it's not either one of them. Like, I don't even know where, like, I couldn't. Bad Bunny, him or herself.
It's a him.
Him. He could be sitting in this room right next to me.
With a name tag that says Bad Bunny.
Well, okay. I'd be like, why is there a weird dude sitting in this room next to me?
Yeah.
It's my house. But in general, like, I could be out to eat and be at a restaurant and I could be at a table next to Bad Bunny and I would never know it. Like, ever. So... And they could be people like, oh, you know who that is? That's Bad Bunny. I'm like, nope.
You're like,
got
great.
nothing. Can't tell you one song. Can't tell you a note. Can't even tell you anything about this person.
Yeah.
Although some people are mad that he's at the Super Bowl. And I'm like, well.
They're mad because he's Puerto Rican.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't think they realize that Puerto Rico is
part of
a
the United
territory of the
States.
United
Yeah, I was
States.
going to say,
That's the problem. They don't realize that. And they're afraid he might speak Spanish.
He's an American citizen, right?
Yes. These people don't make sense.
Well, even if he's not an American citizen, that's okay. It's music. Like,
right.
You know,
Who cares?
The Who put on a pretty good show at the Super Bowl many years ago. They're not.
Right. But now they should be even madder because now Green Day's opening it up. And if they didn't like what Bad Bunny was going to say, they're really not going to like what Green Day's going to say. I can't
put
wait.
Green Day at the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a terrible idea.
No, it's a great idea. Green Day's awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone at the Super Bowl knows Green Day songs.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
That's true. But it's like they're using, I mean, they're doing, you know what? I don't know. I'm old. I don't know.
I'm old too. We just had to come up with a list of slang terms because we do a lot of shows for like 8th grade through high school kids during the spring.
Yeah.
So every year we look up what are kids saying these days? And I got to tell you, it doesn't make any sense. They don't like complete words. I can tell you that.
Right.
It's a lot of just sus.
Yeah.
Bet. Like, what?
Cap.
Yeah, exactly.
Cap.
Sigma. Like, just a lot of skibbity-doo. Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet was very big 2 years ago.
Somebody told me cap was, I'm like, that was our word. We had cap.
Well, yep. Cap now is like lie or no lie.
It's a different meaning. But we had cap before they had cap.
Yeah,
ours
but
was like insult. Like, I capped on you.
Yeah. Nothing will make you feel older than looking at a list of slang terms that the kids are using these days.
Or, hey, let me help you out here. I got something that might. I have to create a trivia for like a high school, high school juniors or seniors. I'm like, I don't know what how am I going to do this? I'm literally going to go find somebody to write these trivia questions for me because I have no idea. Like, I can't. I don't even want to. I'm not going to spend time learning any of this. I just got to go find like some high school seniors. I'm like, dude, here's $100.
Like, here, write me
30 questions.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, no, you're in trouble.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining us here. Again, sorry that we weren't able to record this live for you on Monday, but as far as I know, unless I'm going to Madison on Saturday, they're not great.
No, actually, we won't be here on Monday because I'll be in Houston.
Oh, so no episode next week, right?
Unless we record on Sunday. We'll talk.
Okay.
No live recording.
No
regardless.
live recording. We will hopefully have some bonus material for our spinners, as we usually do. They'll be getting some this week as well. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to the Still Spinning podcast. If you'd like more information about how to become a spinner, which basically means you give us money for more podcasts, go to our website, stillspinningpodcast.com. All that information is there. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you next week.